Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a tectonic shift that's happening right now across the internet. Seriously, if you rely on Google for anything, your business, your blog, your brand, the very ground is moving under your feet. We're talking about the AI search revolution, and we're going to walk you through a strategic blueprint for how to survive and even thrive in it.
You know, for the last 20 years, search was basically a directory. You'd Google something, you'd get your classic 10 blue links, and you'd click one to go somewhere else. That was the whole point. But now, search is the destination. It's an answer engine. It serves up a complete AI-generated summary right on the page, which means you often have absolutely no reason to click anywhere else.
And this number right here, this shows you the immediate painful impact of that change. For small businesses that have built everything on getting that click, the results have been just devastating. Some are reporting a drop in website traffic of nearly 50% since AI overviews rolled out. That fundamental deal that powered the web for 2 decades, it's breaking.
So that brings us to the first major idea we need to wrap our heads around. We're calling this massive shift the Great Decoupling. And believe me, it is a seismic event for anyone in digital marketing. It's the moment that rankings were officially severed from traffic.
For decades, the rule was simple, right? You rank high on Google, you get a predictable fire hose of traffic. That was the core of SEO. That was the deal. Well, the Great Decoupling is the term for how AI has completely shattered that deal. Now, you can be ranked number 1 and get almost 0 visitors, all because the AI has already scraped your page, summarized your content, and presented it as its own answer. Now, what's really interesting is that this didn't happen overnight. But AI, it's put this trend on steroids. Zero-click searches, where you get your answer without leaving the page, have been creeping up for years. Back in 2019, they were already half of all searches. Now, with AI summaries everywhere, that's rocketing past 60% and is projected to smash through 70% very soon. The click is officially an endangered species.
And this pain isn't being spread around evenly. Not at all. Some sectors are getting hit way harder than others. I mean, look at publishers and media sites. Lifestyle blogs that live and die on ad revenue have seen traffic just evaporate, down 60, even 70%. Small businesses are being pushed into spending way more on paid ads just to stay visible. And if you're in e-commerce, the AI is jumping in front of your customers right when they're trying to compare products.
So if the old game is broken, how in the world do you play the new one? Well, a new strategy is emerging to do just that. It's time to evolve. It's time to go from SEO to something new, GEO.
It's called Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO, and it completely flips the script. Your main goal is no longer about fighting to get a click. You're fighting to be the answer. You're fighting to have your brand, your data, your expertise featured directly inside that AI summary.
So how do you actually do it? Well, there's no single silver bullet. It's really about a deep commitment to quality and structure. It all starts with EEAT. That's proving your experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trust. Then you have to atomize your content, breaking it into these perfect, bite-sized snippets that an AI can easily understand and grab. You also need to build things that are AI-resistant, stuff like unique data or a free tool that an AI can't just summarize away. And finally, you have to use schema, which is kind of like a universal language to label your content so machines understand it perfectly.
Okay, so to navigate this new world, you're going to need new tools. The old SEO platforms that were built for a world of 10 blue links, they just won't cut it. So let's play architect for a minute and walk through a blueprint for a tool that can actually compete today. All right, first big choice. Where do you even build this thing? Now, Amazon's AWS is the giant in the room. But the really strategic move here is Google Cloud Platform, or GCP. Why? Well, think about it. You're trying to analyze Google's AI. It just makes sense to build on their home turf, where you get direct, first-party access to their own AI models, like Gemini. It's like getting your ingredients straight from the chef's personal pantry. Next up, how do you get the data? This is a huge challenge. Platforms like ChatGPT have an API you can plug into, but Google's AI overviews don't. You have to scrape it. And let me tell you, building your own scraper is a nightmare.
It's fragile, it's expensive, and you're in a constant cat and mouse game with Google that you will probably lose. The smarter play, at least to start, is to use a commercial service that handles all that pain for you. And finally, where do you put all this data once you get it? A single database just isn't going to cut it. You need a hybrid approach. Think of it like this. You need a super organized librarian for your basic, structured info. That's a database like PostgreSQL. But to do the really heavy lifting, like searching through millions of AI responses in a split second, you need raw power. You need a specialized search engine like Elasticsearch.
Okay, so we've got this clean, elegant blueprint on paper. The logic is sound, the architecture is perfect, but as anyone who has ever actually built software will tell you, the journey from blueprint to a real product is, well, it's rarely a straight line. It's a gauntlet.
So, piece of cake, right? You've got the roadmap, the tech stack is all picked out. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Well, yeah, pretty much everything. The messy reality of a build isn't strategy meetings and whiteboards. No, it's being hunched over your keyboard at 2 in the morning, staring at a cryptic error like this one. An authentication failure. Is the key wrong? Are the permissions bad? Did I just type it wrong? Who knows? But nothing works until you figure it out.
And then it gets even worse. This error right here is a real gut punch. Because this isn't your code failing. This is the giant cloud provider telling you that the official building blocks they gave you, yeah, those are obsolete now. They're no longer available. You're literally building on shifting sand, trying to use tools that the platform itself has abandoned.
And that really just proves the point, doesn't it? A blueprint is your map. It gives you direction. But the actual build, that is a battle. It's a fight against 1,000 tiny problems, against confusing documentation, and just the pure chaos of complex systems. Getting from a design to a product isn't about brilliance. It's about pure persistence. But you fight through all that. You debug the cryptic errors, you navigate the technical landmines, and eventually you get there. You arrive at the goal, a final, hardened, production-ready system that actually, finally works. And sitting at the very core of this new tool is a new North Star. I mean, if you're not measuring clicks anymore, what are you measuring? The answer is a new proprietary score. We're calling it the Generative Authority Score, or JAS. Because at the end of the day, you can't manage what you don't measure.
Now, this score is so much more than just counting how many times your brand gets mentioned. It's a sophisticated, weighted formula that blends together 4 key things. First, just the raw volume of mentions. Second, the quality. Is the AI saying good things or bad things? Third, source authority. Are you being cited by other trusted websites? We use scores like Moz's domain authority for that. And finally, your platform dominance. What's your overall share of voice across all the key AI engines?
So, let's boil this all down. What should you take away from all this? First, the old deal of the internet, rank high, get traffic, is officially broken. Second, to compete now, you need to master a new discipline, GEO, which is all about becoming an authority source for the AI. Third, building the tools to win in this new world is hard, like really, really hard. And finally, success demands a new scoreboard, a new metric focused on your authority and visibility inside the AI, not just clicks.
And that leaves us with one last massive question, one that's way bigger than just marketing or SEO. It gets to the heart of how we're all going to find information from now on. If AI is truly the new front page of the internet, who exactly gets to write it?